of human history, there have only been 5 independently created languages. Those languages are Sumerian, Egyptian, Arabic, Mayan, and Chinese. We'll be talking to you about is Chinese. As you may know from Chinese class, the Chinese language is composed of more than just a few dozen letters. There are thousands of individual characters. The first instance of Chinese was more like pictograms than characters. This early form of Chinese language stayed like this until 1500 BCE, when a more sophisticated and complex writing system was devised. This writing system was called the oricobone script. The oricobone script was etched onto animal bones and turtle shells. The oricobone script eventually evolved into other scripts later down the line, such as the greater seal, lesser seal, clerkly script, the standard script, and the modernized simplified script that you are learning today. The next language is Sumerian. The Sumerians were the first people to migrate to Mesopotamia. The Sumerians spoke Sumerian, and the writing system called cuneiform is the earliest known writing system from about 4000 BCE. Cuneiform means wedge-shaped. That is because the tool that they used to write cuneiform is in the shape of a wedge. Cuneiform was written on clay tablets, which was easy to get. All you needed was some clay from near a river and shape it into a pancake. Cuneiform allowed the Sumerians to keep record of how many sheep and goats they had, how much grain each person had grown, and how much of everything was given to the gods. And like all other languages, cuneiform writing evolved over time.
Moving on to the hieroglyphics system used in ancient Egypt had between 700 and 800 basic symbols, called glyphics. Egyptians wrote hieroglyphics in long lines from right to left and from top to bottom. They did not use spaces or punctuations. However, hieroglyphic script was not the only written language in ancient Egypt. Encouraged by priests and temple scribes who wanted to simplify the process of writing, hieroglyphics became gradually stylized and derived into the hieratic script. Then in the 7th century BCE, an even more abbreviated script lacking any pictorial trace known as Demotic came along. The Indus Valley Civilization was the first major urban culture of South Asia. It reached its peak from 2600 BC to 1900 BC. Although the seals and samples of Indus writing have been floating around the scholastic world for close to 70 years, little progress has been made on this elegant script. Also, the average number of symbols on the seals is 5, and the longest is only 26. The language is completely unrelated to anything else, meaning in isolate. Well, this doesn't get us anywhere. The language is Aryan, some form of Indian-Iranian Indo-European. The historical languages spoken in northern India and Pakistan all belong to the Indic branch of Indo-European. So maybe the people of Indus Valley spoke a very old Indo-European language. It was generally written from right to left. This is the case in most examples found, but there are some exceptions where the writing is bidirectional, which means that the direction of the writing is in one direction on the line, but in the opposite direction on the next line. Thank you.